In this video, we have Big Willow in America and really bad driving by me. Hello, welcome to the channel. This is Geauxgreddy, your 2018-2019 SCCA Senla Region F Street Autocross Champion and Sim Racer. Today we're racing Big Willow in the Group 4 Lexus RCF. Okay, let's face it. We're not in control. Oh, yeah. So that was to be a pit. I was supposed to go in the pits right there. And as you can tell, I kind of missed it. So I'm thinking right now, what exactly do I do on my qualification lap? So I ran a 1:19.295 earlier, but basically that was just after a little bit of fuel burning. And I was really kind of hoping to burn a lot more fuel, dump a lot more weight, and put in a much faster lap. So that all kind of just went out the window just there. So qualifications didn't go well. So needless to say, I'm going to be starting near the back of the pack. In fact, way in the back of the pack. And right here, I'm thinking I just kind of need to get the heck out of everybody's way. Anyway, so let's just skip all the formalities and let's get to the starting grid. Yeah, Opera Lady. That was probably the best part of my race. Yeah, I think so. I was very excited at this point. Not really. I was kind of laughing at myself at this point in the race, thinking, man, I'm not sure I could do much worse than that. So anyway, on pole we have H2O4449 with a 117.981. In second, we got Medical Sniper in with a 118.050. In third, we've got Corvair Lover, 118.067. Be careful with that exhaust. In fourth, we've got Cobra, 06999. In fifth, Rusty Tank 79, because I don't know, why not 79? In sixth, Andre Sav, I think that's what it is, maybe Andre Save, I'm not sure. In seventh, Small Block 77 in a Chevrolet nonetheless. In eighth, Zalix in the 650S, hey. In ninth, hashtag goodbye in another 650S. Hashtag hello to you, sir. In 10th, Viper 00024, just two O's in a 24. But hey, Viper, how's it going? In 11th, Burn Noodle, we've seen him before. In the Lexus. In 12th, LRGP 39, the 118. In 13th, Jansen's 84 with a 118. 14th, Tiago Texa with a 119, 111. In 15th, RQSE 6927. And in 16th, Victor Tree. Seen Victor Tree before. Also in a Lexus. In 17th, we have Fanda Mustang in a Mustang. Good job there, Fanda Mustang. And 18th, that's right, Geauxgreddy. Back in the back of the pack. And 19th, the GTR Iceman. You can be my wingman anytime, Iceman. And in 20th, Midnight Taka with no qualifying time. So someone did worse than me, believe it or not. It's hard to believe, I know. So anyway, at the start, you know, I have been wrecked and moved to the back of the pack and moved my way up into a top 10 before. I have started back here 17, 16 and moved my way pretty far up front in the past. So hey, it's not over. I mean, a lot can happen at Big Willow. A lot of people can fly off the track. You never know. So I'm not in a bad mood. I'm excited to race. I'm behind Fanda Mustang. I'm gonna hop in his slipstream and hopefully he'll just, you know, suck me around Big Willow here. Well, maybe he doesn't hope so, but we're gonna try to get to the front. So as we come around corner 2, I'm not doing so hot. I'm on the hard tires. So the strategy was racing hards for me. Go as far as I can go, as far as I think I've got grip, and then come in and either switch to mediums or another set of hards, depending on how I was feeling about the race. So I did some limited practicing. I get smashed from behind a couple of times here by Ice Man. Honestly, I'm just, this is not, well, I'm not going to say it's not. It is my least favorite track in the game, I think. And so I don't particularly enjoy practicing on it. So I put in very limited amount of practice time and wasn't real comfortable on really either set of tires. Mediums felt like they wore out too fast, and hards, well, they felt too slow. And with 19 times tire wear, I just really couldn't find a comfortable set of tires to get on. So I just put on the hards and hoped for the best. So here I got to the inside of Tiago Texa, trying to, maybe hope to just hold a fast inside line, but there's no such thing at Big Willow because it's a pinched corner there at the end. And really, if you take just the inside line, you're going to lose a crap ton of speed like I just did, as you can watch the other cars flying by me here. That is the result of keeping a tight inside line through the final corner. You really have to hug that outside area of the corner and cut it across to the inside, almost like a 90-degree turn to some sort. The problem with that is, of course, you have to stay on the outside of the track as you're coming into the last corner, which of course is dangerous because at Big Willow there is no real curbing. So if you get even slightly off the track, you are history. You enter Narnia, you enter the nether regions, Neverland, whatever you want to call it, and you just keep going. So our pole sitter, H2O, found himself way back in 15th and just exited off to the right. And when I saw that, I was like, well, that bodes well. Number 1's down. I've moved up 2 spots already to number 16 by lap 2, so things are looking up. If I can just keep this sucker on the track, I should be just fine. And just as I say that, Taka, he takes off the left there. He wanted to go rallying. So I don't blame him. There's a lot of desert, there's a lot of space out there, man. Much more fun out in that dirt than it is on this godforsaken track, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. So heading back into corner 1. I'm attempting to brake early, and it's kind of messing up my turning point. And as you can see, I get on the little bit of curb that there is, get loose, jump back on the track there. Narrowly missed Jensen's 84, or Andre Sive, sorry, as Jensen's 84 passes me. So let Andre and Jensen back in the race. I was sitting at 15th, and now I'm back to 17th. The other 2 folks that have left the track quit the race, and so all that's remaining behind me is our pole sitter, H2O, in the Lambo. Now, I don't claim to be the smartest fellow on the planet, but I qualified 18th, I think it was, and H2O in the Lambo qualified, I think that was first, yeah. So he's 2.5 seconds behind me, so I can do some head math here as I'm racing around the track. He should be on my butt in about a lap or so. So, I fully expect to see him catch up to me here sometime soon. And, maybe he messed up his tires or something like that. So it may take him a little longer. I'm on hards. He might have been on mediums. But he should be along soon enough. So just trying to keep the Lexus on the track at Big Willow. The scenery's kind of nice here. You get the balloons floating around, a little bit distracting and whatnot. And then you have this lovely sunset that's in your face around all of these corners that if you miss, you will go off into eternity. So I really appreciate Gran Turismo not only selecting 19 times tire wear on this god-awful track, but also selecting sunset. So when I do go around like the last corner and corner 2, I have a difficult time seeing my turn in. So I really appreciate that as well. It's, really, it really helps a guy like me out. So, and I don't want to sound negative. I don't, but I wonder. I just wonder, what are they doing? Give me a time of the day where I can at least see the track. So, heading around the big bend here before the last turn. And I'm starting to get a little better feel for the turn in on the hard tires. You can see I kept it a little more to the left here, got back on the gas a little bit earlier, coming through at about 115, 116 or so, go a little wide. Fortunately, I went off the track enough in practice that I was able to hold on to it right there. Again, braking here just before the 50 board, trying to be easy on the tires, but I just could not, you know, with my brake balance set to the rear, and when I went into that corner, if I put any pressure on the brake pedal, then it was causing the back end to slide out as I was coming in the corner. So I was just having a real difficult time making the corner and braking early. It was just kind of a weird, bad symbiotic relationship going on there. And I'm sure with more practice, I could have figured it out, got a better feel for it, trail braked a little better, whatever it might have been. But whatever I was doing was absolutely horrible, and it wasn't working at all. So that's what I was doing. Through here, I wasn't terrible. This part of the track, I pretty much kept my foot planted, and I made the corners okay. And of course, this section here is just flat out, so you're just standing on the gas. And maybe you could take this a little deeper before you turn in and save the tires a little bit. I was just kind of listening to them, trying not to torture them too much. Braking at about the 160, 170-ish marker. Just trail braking lightly and then trying to get in on that little piece of curb right there at the apex of the corner and carry as much speed as possible. So going into lap 6 here, you can look on the mini map up here in the upper right hand side, and you can see H2O's closed in on me. He's only 1.1 seconds back now. This time I took that corner fairly well, a little bit better. I could have gotten the gas a little earlier and pushed a little wider through there, but I wasn't quite sure because I hadn't really taken the corner that great at any point. The left front tires, you look down here on the left-hand side, the lower left-hand side, you can see it's about half red, which means it's starting to wear pretty badly. We're on lap 6 of 13. Now, some folks are still on medium tires in the race. So I was hoping when I first started that I was going to be able to start catching up to these. But as you can see my lap 3 there, I ran a 24-second lap time, which was awful. And all my others are 121, which are pretty good. So if you look in the upper left and you take 4 seconds off my time, that would put me in about 15th or so if I didn't have that really crappy lap 2, or lap 3 rather. So it's not like I'd be that much further ahead right now, even if I'd ran a 121 for lap 3. So, I'm definitely deservedly at the back of the pack in this race. Heading into lap 7 now. Again, I take the last corner okay. We have some folks hopping in the pits. You can see they're hopping in on the medium tires. One H2O was either on hards or switched to hards. I'm not sure. I missed that. But several folks on mediums. H2O was on hards, and that may have been why he struggled in the race. He may have qualified on the mediums. Just been better on the mediums. As hashtag goodbye waves goodbye as he spins out there on corner 2. Very similar to my corner 2, except he wasn't quite able to hold on to it. But hashtag being the competitor that he is, just like H2O and myself, he doesn't quit. He doesn't give up. No, he stays in and torments himself. All for that driver rating. Yeah, which I think my driver rating took a little bit of hit on this race. Just a little bit. Not too terrible, but a little bit. SR stayed good up around 99, so I was solid there. So trying to run down number 15 here. I am in 16th place. I have moved up 2 whole positions. That is right, folks. I have done nothing to deserve that, but nonetheless, I have indeed moved up 2 spots into 16th. As I come around the final corner here, I see the yellow flag pop up, no passing. It's generally a good sign for you. It means you might pick up a position. And I come around and see Cobra has lost control or something. But I jump into the pits here, and I decide to throw on some hard tires, heading for lap 8, because my tires were, as you can see here on the left, were looking pretty rough after 7. So I'm going to throw down my final 6 laps on the racing hards. I get passed up by H2O, our previous pole sitter. He takes back, I guess, 15th or 16th from me. Andre Save, or however you say his name, he takes a position from me as well. So all that remains behind me is Cobra. So That's okay. I started off in 18th, right? I have picked up one position as I struggle around corner 4, I believe that is, maybe 3, into the hairpin there. The uphill hairpin is kind of a tricky little corner. I've yet to figure it out. Can't say that I spent a whole lot of time trying to figure it out, so it's my own fault. But as you can see, you know, a queue of racers has formed in front of me of about 3 or 4 cars, and I'm like, hey, look, a race. Okay, so even if we don't win, at least maybe we can have some fun. We can get to race with some folks, maybe get a little door-to-door action, set up a pass, get a pass set up on us, something. Any kind of action would be nice. This track doesn't lend itself for very good quality racing because A, if you bump each other, you fly off into eternity. B, the corners aren't really very good for passing because for instance, you know, corner 1 here, basically you want to, you know, jump down to the inside, use the banking on the corner and throttle out. It's really not a good way to set that up for a pass. Corner 2 here is just literally about, you know, 190-degree sweeper. So you just hug the inside line because physics tells you the further you get out, the slower you're going to go. Not slower speed-wise, but overall slower because you just don't have as much traction on a skid pad. It's a time thing. Trust me. Without a bank corner, going wide is not going to help you. So that corner is not banked. So just got to stay to the inside there. So here we go. We got Phantom Mustang in front of me. We got Andre 7 in front of him. H2O in front of him. We got a little 5-car race going here. 4 or 5-car race. I've kind of caught up to the pack, so to speak. So I'm not feeling too terrible right here. I'm like, okay, cool, man. You got some racing. So I peek out to the left side of Mustang, or at least I'm about to try to, and I missed my brake marker. Oh, are you kidding? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I have come to talk with you again. I am. Yeah, I'm still going. Yes, I'm still going. Ah, there's the wall. We found it. And we also found a 1.5 second penalty. Now I get to off-road back to the track. Luckily, I was also the president of Louisiana 4x4 for some time, so I'm able to find my way through the wilderness, across the desert, and back onto the race course. That's right, folks. So if we look at the car status there, we got some damage there, and then over here we got about 44 seconds to make up and a 1.5 second penalty. And we have roughly 4 laps remaining. Yes, 4 laps. So 10, 11, 12, and 13. That is 4, so yeah, that's right. Racing math is difficult, folks, because that 13th lap you actually go all the way around. So it's actually a full lap. So really, 10 to 13 isn't 3. 10 to 13 is 4. Yeah, so anyway. So, yes, there I am, way back, and not real happy with myself at this point. And so let's fast forward, because I am literally by my lonesome for about the rest of the race. I was just hoping someone would run off the track just so that I could have a race with somebody, because right now I'm just driving circles around Big Willow. And it's causing me depression because, you know, some people have their mama issues. Some people have daddy issues. I have Big Willow issues. So Big Willow makes me sad. So coming around the final turn on the final lap, I get off of the track, of course, and then off again. And finally, mercifully and thankfully, crossed the line. As everyone was kindly and patiently waiting on me to finish this race. So there I stand dejected, staring at my Lexus. Props to Senla GT Sport. Yeah, 102 points. 1,200 point hit on the driver rating. Probably should have just stayed at home for this one. Alright, so what did we learn? What did we take away? Like I said before, if you're going to have a terrible result, at least take away something from that terrible result. What I'm taking away is practice. If you don't practice, don't expect anything spectacular to happen unless you're just amazing at some track. I don't know. But practice. Put in some practice time. And not only put in the practice time, put it on the different compounds of tires. other than that, get out there and have fun, because that's the whole point of the race, is to have fun. So I think that's what I was most disappointed about, is I wasn't in the pack with the people having a good time. So that's what I really enjoy about GT Sport. It's really just mixing it up in the race. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I didn't do particularly well, but anyway, I hope it was at least entertaining. So for myself, Geauxgreddy. If you liked the video, please hit that like. Hit the subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any further action. And until next time, have a great evening. Bye.